Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. I want to talk about a subject that I've mentioned in the past, but it's been quite a while, and I think I have a better way to explain it. So here's the deal. When you were first born, you were one whole, complete, say, ball of energy, okay? And somewhere along the line, you got scared. Now, this could be in your mother's womb. She could listen to a scary movie, and when she got scared, you got scared. So it's not just being scared, it's guilt, shame, any real intense and negative emotion. What happens is that ball of energy takes a little drop of energy and pushes it outside the core, the bubble, the round ball. And now that part is to deal with any situation that's similar to that one. So like, for example, some people, a lot of people, I would say most people, when they go to kindergarten, first it's all fun because mommy and daddy's there, maybe a brother and sister, but then the bell rings and the teacher, okay, come on. They start to go inside and they're like, hey, mommy, daddy, come on. And mommy, dad's like, no, bye. And they're like, what? And a lot of the kids, when I went to kindergarten, most of the kids were just crying. One kid was holding onto his mom's shirt, but no, just screaming. That's what creates what we call a part. Okay, there's other words depending on whether you're using energy healing. NLP, we use the word part. NLP, we use the word part. In energy healing, we use the word charge. So it's an energetic charge. It's energy. And that becomes its own little personality. Now, here's the problem. Is you don't just have one. You probably have some when you're in the mother's womb, at least a few. And then at birth, you create some, okay? Because that's a traumatic experience, okay? So the core you gets scared, says, nope, I'm not dealing with that. Take a little droplet of its energy, pushes it out. And these little drops have their own personality and a strategy to deal with whatever the situation is. And usually it's crying, freaking, oh my God, panicking. That's the strategy. Not a very good strategy. So a lot of you like, well, why am I not successful? Why am I not in love? Why am I not achieving my goals or living my dreams? Because you have all these little parts. And here's what happens is the core you is when you're wide open. You call it chakras. When they're wide open, the core you is present. So I teach you a lot of being in the present moment techniques, okay? A lot of them. I also teach you internal awareness techniques to reconnect with the core you, with yourself and who you truly are. Here's what most people do. Every situation, okay, for example, the first day you go to school, there's this little part. It freaked out. And it's like, okay, so then you go to first grade. And then this little part comes back up. Now, where does it go, though? It goes right here, either in the ajna or the third eye. And it's closed. And this is closed. And your eye chakras are closed, and your throat, and et cetera. And you're functioning off this little tiny part. That's right. And that's why people squint a lot, because they're looking through this little part. That part has its own rules, values, beliefs, and strategies. Okay? And you look through life through that part. Now, in other situations, I don't know, maybe family or love situations, another part comes up and now it takes that place. And now you're looking through that little tiny, like looking down a straw, and it's like a filter, like glasses. If these were green sunglasses, everything would look green. If they're red, red, blue, blue, red, red, right? They act like filters. Your rules, values, beliefs, and strategies all act as filters. They're not real. They're made up. You're not seeing the real world. When you work with me, you will come to me in stress, anxiety, shame, fear. And after about an hour, hour and a half, all of a sudden you go, man, I feel so much better. Because what I did was I opened you up here energetically and I let that part kind of fall out. And you started being like, yeah, this feels much better. That's why it's much better to learn how to connect with your core. Okay? The other thing is this, parts will begin to pull you in two different directions. Every time you have a part, you also have the opposite and equal and opposite parts. So this part's way over here, this part's way over here. They're not a little different, they're completely different. So you have all the different ranges in between. You've also got the expansive parts that are completely wide apart, that are the complete opposite. What we'll do is we'll integrate those parts together. There's something that we call parts integration in NLP, and I also do energy healing to heal each part so then they'll integrate naturally. So I'm trying to give you an idea what I do with you. Now, here's what happens. The more of these parts that you begin to heal, the energy, the droplet goes back inside the core you, and you're getting a little bit more of your own power back. So if you felt powerless in life, it's because you got a part here, part there, part there. Instead, imagine a bottle of water that's full. Now, that's powerful, but a little drop out, a little one here, a little. And over the years, you got all these little drops, and all the energy is generally above your head or outside around here, and you don't feel solid. Now, other people's energy, such as a narcissist, can go inside you, and that's how they can manipulate and control you. The more we heal your parts and integrate your parts and then bring the parts back inside, the more solid you become, and people can't invade your space or your energy with their energy, because it acts like, literally like let's see if I actually don't have one, like a 2 liter bottle of Pepsi or Coca-Cola. When the fluid or liquid is inside of the water, it's like dunk, 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 dunk. You can't get in. And that's what happens. You go out in public with me and watch how people, they'll look at me like, whoa, and they'll lean away, because most people are using their push energy from their closed chakra, their ajna, or their third eye. It's like a pole, like a broom pole, and they're used to poking on people. But when me, it's dunk, dunk, they can't get in, and you'll see them go dunk, like lean away. And for years I'm like, why is it when people look at me, they suddenly lean away? Like I could never understand that. And then I started going, oh, they're using push energy, and it's kind of on an energetic level, pushing them back, and they react like that. So I don't know if this helped you guys understand the work that I do. This is just one segment of the work. There's a lot more I do. Let me throw one more thing in there. One of the tools we'll use to help you heal these parts is something called timeline therapy. That is a joy. It is one of the easiest, smoothest, most powerful tools to use to actually heal childhood wounds, past life wounds, whether you believe it or not. Here's the funny thing. The people that don't believe in past lives are usually the ones that have the most powerful experiences. Like, I believe in them, but I've never had an experience like some of my clients. I had people come in like, oh, I don't believe in that bullshit. I'm like, well, just go with it, see what happens. Oh my God, there's a past life. And I'm like, wait, you can see? He's, oh, clear as day. Oh, I can see my mom. I can see, not this mom, but the mom of the past life. I'm like, really? And I thought this person was fucking with me. They're like, no, I swear to God. So there's a lot of tools that I have that can help you to heal. The reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of you don't understand. It's not learning cool things and phrases on YouTube of what to say and what not to say. Hey, here's red flag number 1, red flag number 2. When you are more and more and more integrated, you'll see this stuff without anyone ever having to teach you narcissist red flags or avoidant red flags or anything like that. Life becomes more natural. In the meantime, before you heal this stuff, you're ping-ponging all over the place. It's push, it's pull, it's left, it's right. Oh, I can't move apart. Here's one. I'm going to end it with this. Have you ever heard someone say, a part of me wants to do this, but another part of me wants to do that instead. I can't make up my mind. Have you said that? I know I have. Hey, this is Mike Kollin at Mike. So Mike at MikeKollin.com. That's my email, Mike at MikeKollin.com, KOLLIN.com. You can also call me at 415-235-2512.